Okay, there's been a lot of different things in the news lately, so this is a little video extra. It's not going to be long, but it's just going to try to make you think a little bit, and so you might go, when I tell you this stuff. Now, I don't profess to be professional or knowledgeable in all these little subjects, but I just kind of look at things and then start putting them together a little bit. And you can see this is where the magnetic North Pole has moved since, around 1600s time. And you can see it started off down here in Canada. And for the better part of a couple hundred years, it was basically right there. And then it settled down here in 1850, which was quite low. And then and it took it took 54 years to go from there to there, and then it took another 44 years to go from there to 1948. Now you speed this up to 1994, and it's up to here. 7 years later, it's up to here. 6 years later, it's up to there. 13 years later, it's up to there. And so this change in where the magnetic North Pole at affects boats. They have to adjust their compasses, and everybody that uses the compasses have to adjust it because it points to the magnetic North Pole. But then the problem, why does it move like this? Well, it's the molten underneath in the middle of our planet. The molten in there is changing. It's moving, and that affects the changing of the magnetic North Pole. Now, here's the big if or the big question that I've got. Maybe somebody can answer it. I really don't know. But my theory is since this is moving at this rate and molten seems to be the driving force behind this. Now, this map shows earthquakes around the world in the last 7 days. The red ones are 4 plus on the Richter scale. The yellow ones are, two under two and stuff like that. But as you can see, they're all around the United States. I mean, Jersey had one. I don't have it up there, but Jersey had one a few weeks ago. But this is only in the last 7 days earthquakes, and that when you tie that together to this, there's been a lot of talk of eruptions. So the yellow little triangles represent minor eruptions, and the red one means a full blown eruption. And you can see it's really picked up, and it's all around the place. It's in Mediterranean. It's up in Iceland. It's in South America, Hawaii, Africa, Russia, Japan, all through the Philippines and that way through the Indian Ocean. But a lot of earthquakes. And again, earthquakes, what comes out of the top of the earthquakes? Lava, okay? And that's what changes the magnetic North Pole. Again, I don't consider myself anything that's knowledgeable of this stuff, but it's just kind of looking at it going, So that's what this video is all about, to make you go, hmm, maybe somebody's got some opinions. I don't have a professional opinion. I just have what I see and what I think is going on. But we just have to see where this goes. All right? Everybody take care. Hmm.